What's a short sale and should you consider it? Hi, I'm Melody Moser at NextHome Navigator. I'm a short sale specialist here in the short sale department, and I'd like to go over a few reasons why you would consider a short sale and then the steps in a short sale process. So first of all, let's answer the question, what is a short sale? It is a real estate transaction where the sale price is less than what you owe on the property. It does require third-party approval, or basically it requires your lender to say yes to that lower amount. And it is an alternative to foreclosure when you face a financial hardship. When would you consider a short sale? There are 3 reasons to consider it. Number 1, it would be financial hardship. This is sometimes due to loss of a job, sickness, divorce, or death of a spouse. Some kind of a financial hardship is a must in a short sale. Number 2, it's when the home value is less than what we could sell it for on the open real estate market. And number 3, when foreclosure is imminent, when you know that foreclosure is happening, maybe you've received a notice of default or you've missed several payments, foreclosure is imminent, a short sale is an option. So let's talk about the benefits of a short sale. Number 1, there is a lot less damage to your credit score compared to a foreclosure. You have the ability to stay in the home until the sale is completed, and you're a little bit more in control, or you know when that's going to happen versus with a foreclosure sale. You have a potential for faster credit repair. So you could be looking at purchasing a home in the next 2 to 3 years versus going into foreclosure where it could be a decade before you could own a home again. And it does help you avoid the stigma of a foreclosure and the mindset hit that a foreclosure takes. Okay, let's talk about the 8 steps in a short sale. Number 1 is gather the documentation. This is actually the hardest part of a short sale process for you, the homeowner. You gather all the financial documents, tax returns, bank statements, pay stubs. You're going to write a hardship letter that describes your financial situation and the hardship that puts you in this position where you can no longer make payments. And you're going to collect your mortgage statements, HOA statements, property tax information. You'll be filling out a lot of financial information, almost as much as when you got the loan for the house in the first place. So it is really kind of overwhelming at first, but trust me, after you get to this after you finish this step, it does become a little bit easier for you, the homeowner. Number 2, you're going to consult professionals. Now that's where you and I are going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to be talking about your circumstances, your financial situation, so that I can then package everything together and get it ready to send to your lender. You're also going to be talking to an attorney and to your CPA about the tax consequences so that you know everything there is about your situation with the short sale. Now, our short sale department at NextHome Navigator, we've successfully closed over 100 short sale transactions since 2008 with the real estate crash. That's when we started processing them for the first time. Do have a dedicated team to negotiate short sales with your bank, and it would be me. I'm the principal broker, and our short sale processor, Diana. Now that information is in the description below, so you can pick it up there. You are in good hands. Trust me, we've been through this many times. So step 3, we're going to list the property. This is where you're going to sign all of the listing paperwork, work with your agent to price the property, and then prepare the house for photos and for signage. And we're going to plan together for an investor open house. Step 4, receive and accept an offer. You're going to review all of the offers with your real estate agent, and pick the best one that is subject to lender approval, of course. You're going to sign that purchase agreement, and then we send it to the buyer for their signature. Number 5, we're going to submit that short sale packet. Remember all of that information that we gathered in step 1 and putting it together with the purchase contract and the buyer's ability to buy the house. We're going to get all of that paperwork together and we're going to send it to your lender. Now, trust me, when you send it to me, it's probably going to be a huge mess. And our job is to put it all together in an organized fashion so that your lender can get through the package very quickly and say yes. We are responsible for contacting the loss mitigation department and establish that all of the documents are there and fully correct. And if there's any changes or updates that we need to make, we'll be in contact with you so that you can then get that information over to us. Now, step 6 is lender review and negotiation. This phase can actually take quite a few months. It's usually between 30 and 90 days. We've had it take a long time before, but right now we're processing them somewhere around 90 days. Once all the documents are approved by the loss mitigation department with your lender, then they'll order an appraisal or a broker price opinion for the value of your home. Then the negotiation process begins. Like I said, this can take several months to get through this phase. Foreclosure notices do not stop during this period, just so that you know. Your bank still needs to follow that process, even though they've said that they're holding it to get the short sale approval. We'll make sure that we're in constant communication with you and with the bank so that we know exactly where things stand that way. I just wanted you to be aware that the foreclosure notices don't stop. Step number 7 is lender approval. And this is where your lender is going to actually send you a short sale approval letter. We will get together again, review all of the terms and the conditions of the short sale. You'll say yes, and then we send the same conditions over to the buyer so that they can say, yes, I'm ready to go and I'm ready to close. This approval will include an expiration date. So we definitely need to move very quickly. That's why a cash buyer is the best buyer for a short sale, because once we get the approval and between then and the expiration date, sometimes it's very quick. So those cash buyers are golden in a short sale. Okay, step number 8, it's closing the sale. We will schedule the settlement at the title company before the expiration date of that approval letter, and the closing will take place. So settlement and closing are 2 different things in Utah. Settlement is when you go to the title company and you sign all of the settlement paperwork, and closing actually happens 24 to 48 hours after you sign the documents. Closing is when it is actually recorded at the county assessor's office, and you're going to agree to have the property vacated before you sign the paperwork at the title company before settlement. Okay. And that means that you are agreeing to, when you work with us, to vacate and remove all of the personal belongings, broom clean the property, make sure all the trash is out, unless you've made other arrangements with the buyer. So we've got some important considerations. First of all, I would love for you to take the experience that I have in working with hundreds of short sale sellers. I mean, everybody has the same set of questions, it seems like, at the beginning. So I put together frequently asked questions based on those questions. So ask us anything after you review that. Now I'm going to put a link to that document in the description below. If you don't have a copy of it yet, please go ahead and click the link and you'll get a copy of it. We're going to be in communication with your lender and keep you informed of that communication every step of the way. Sometimes if we don't have news and we're not in communication with you, it's because we just simply don't have news. But trust me, part of our job is to make sure that every single week we are reaching out to your lender to make sure that they have everything in that packet that they need. And Number three consideration is you could still be liable for that deficiency. The deficiency is the amount between what you owe on the property and what we're able to sell it for, minus all of the expenses. That balance is going to be a lot less in a short sale than it is in a foreclosure. Foreclosure will have a lot more expenses on it. I would love for you to take the opportunity to also seek professional guidance with your taxes and all of the tax implications at this time. Make sure that you're reaching out to your CPA right away. Okay, so we've got a couple of things that we want to do right away. If you haven't already connected with us and gotten the listing document signed, then go ahead and do that today. Then you're going to start working immediately on your short sale documents, because this short sale document, the package it takes a few days for you to complete typically. After you get all of the paperwork done, let's make sure that we set a time for your photography appointment so that the photographer can come over and take photos of the property, and then we'll get together and schedule that investor open house. Okay, that is all I have for you today. I am sure that you're going to have multiple questions about short sales. So please ask the questions in the comments below, and feel free to DM me or call me at the number that I provided. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.